Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogmas. I think this is probably going to be day 6 or day 7. My phone is ringing, hang on a minute. Today I have just been at BeautyCon. I've just got back, got changed, washed all my makeup off, and in stark contrast to that I'm about to get on a flight to Tanzania. So what on earth am I doing in Tanzania? I'm going to Tanzania with Comic Relief and GSK to look into malaria. So Comic Relief have partnered with GSK targeting malaria in 5 of the worst affected countries, and Tanzania is one of them. 15 years ago, malaria was like the forefront of a lot of aid work, and it was really the focus of a lot of charity campaigns. I know the stat 15 years ago is that 1 child every minute died of malaria. But since then, in the last 15 years, it's been halved, which is amazing. Like, it sounds amazing, like something's halved, but that still means that a child is dying every 2 minutes, which is crazy. So Comic Relief and GSK have asked me to go out and see what it is like for people living with the risk of malaria, and to take you guys along with me and show you my experience and what I learned, because whilst malaria is obviously, you know, an awful disease and it is killing so many people, it's also preventable and treatable, and it's really difficult to process that fact that it's still killing a child every 2 minutes. Like, that is just so crazy. So I'm really looking forward to this trip. I'm also a little bit nervous. I don't really know what to expect, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot and kind of taking everything in, and hopefully along with you guys seeing some of the good that is being done and some of the progress that's been made, but also to see like what we can do and what you know is still needed to be done out there. They haven't told me too much about where we're going or what we're going to be doing, because I think they want to see kind of my reaction as I'm going. So I'm going to tell you guys all about it. I'm about to get on a 15-hour flight, so come along with me. I'm hoping I get some sleep because I'm super tired. I have not had much sleep in the last few days, so here we go. Let's sleep on this plane. Mike let me borrow his rucksack for this trip because I do not have one of my own. Here we go. It's my hand luggage. We made it to Dubai with half an hour to change over to our next flight. I think we're just gonna make it, but I think they might be holding the plane for us. So yeah, very fast-paced changeover. So we made it to Dar es Salaam airport. My bags, however, did not, and the soonest that I'm possibly gonna get them is the day after tomorrow. Yes. So I've just got to the hotel and checked in. My bag is not going to be with me definitely until Tuesday afternoon, and it's Sunday night now. But I'm actually here with some really awesome people who have donated some clothing, one of whom is Davina McCall, who you guys might know. She's super lovely and literally just ran out with an armful of spare clothes. She's like, you know, I told you I brought spares of everything. I have a few things, some tops and some trousers, and luckily she's the same size as me, thank goodness. We're now actually going out to a reception at the British High Commission, and I had like a fancy dress in my bag to wear. So what I'm doing instead, I've borrowed a top off one of the other girls, which is like a smart black top, and I'm keeping my jeans on and hoping to find some flip-flops from one of the other girls as well, and I'm just gonna style it out. Not ideal, but here we go, guys. I also have zero makeup, very minimal toiletries, but on the plus side, I have a toothbrush and I have deodorant and I have my malaria tablets, so I'm good to go.
Joy and a pleasure to welcome you here. We're here to mark the partnership in Tanzania of 2 great British institutions. The official announcement of the first grants from the partnership between GSK and Comic Relief, which will help fight malaria and help improve health here in Tanzania. I've been involved with
Comic Relief for nearly 20 years. This trip here is really a visit from me and from Fleur to come and see the amazing work that Comic Relief has done, is doing, will do with malaria, and to sort of find out a bit more about the partnership. No matter where you live, no mum should have to lose a child to malaria, and no child should have to lose, you know, a pregnant mum to malaria, or his pregnant mum to malaria. No doctor should have to lose a patient. No country should be overwhelmed by a treatable disease. It's treatable.
So I've just got back to my room after the drinks reception at the British High Commission. It was such a nice evening actually. It was really good to get to know a bit more about malaria in Tanzania, a bit more about the country, and also to meet a lot of people who are working for organisations out here that are trying to tackle malaria and really address the issue, and hearing it from them having grown up in this country with those issues. A lot of them having seen the impact that just simple education and prevention methods can have for people. Yeah, so it was really good to hear a bit more about it. Obviously, you can read the stats, but there's nothing like kind of meeting people who have been through it firsthand and who live here and really kind of see the effects of malaria firsthand every day. So we're getting on a flight super early tomorrow morning. I think we leave the hotel at 6. And we are flying to Kigoma, which is a lot more rural area in Tanzania, to visit some health centres and some individuals who have kind of experienced malaria and see the challenges that they have, especially mothers with young children, because they are who it's affecting the most. So that is going to be it for this evening. I've just packed everything up ready to go first thing tomorrow. I've actually just washed my underwear in the sink as well, because as you guys know, my case is not here, and I'm in borrowed PJs and borrowed clothes for tomorrow. All the girls on the trip have been super generous and everyone's lent me something. So yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early. Bit of an early start this morning, guys. I've got my backpack on, can you see it? And ready to fly to Kigoma. We've just touched down at Kigoma Airport. It's so much greener here. You can instantly tell how much more rural it is. We're on our way to the Tanzania Communication and Development Centre, which is one of the projects that the GSK and Comic Relief Partnership are giving a big grant to over the next 2 years. And we're just going to learn a bit more about how people are working on the ground to change the way the communities kind of see malaria and react to malaria, and that kind of final push to stamping out malaria, which isn't necessarily linked to having drugs or having nets. It's more about, you know, the way people are viewing malaria within the community, and also the way they are kind of educated about how to take the drugs even. So we've come to a village that's about 40 minutes outside of Kigoma, in the middle of nowhere, and it's amazing. The kids here are just unbelievable. I've just been chatting to a guy called Leonard, which you guys will see in the main film that we're making with Comic Relief. Hi! And he's just doing such amazing work here. He's like a volunteer health worker, and I've got a little audience now, but he's doing such amazing things for the community, trying to educate them about malaria and just kind of spread the word, and also to dispel like the myths around a lot of the healthcare, and just get them to trust the healthcare workers, which is a really hard job. But yeah, I'm excited to share his story with you guys in the actual Comic Relief video, because he's a really special guy. The magic of Snapchat. So sweet. Feeling a little bit like the Pied Piper right now. One of the best things I've seen today. They're not missing the Middlesbrough versus Hull City game. Can't believe that. we just got to our new hotel in Kigoma, and I am in bed, feeling very, very lucky right now to be sat under a mosquito net. It was such a good day actually. I was really, really inspired by meeting the guy that I was talking to was called Leonard. Can't remember if I said that earlier, but he's basically this community healthcare worker that is a volunteer, and he volunteers a huge amount of his time to helping educate local people in his community about malaria. And it's so amazing to see somebody like that who's been touched by malaria in such an awful way. He lost his first child to malaria when he was 19, and it was really amazing talking to him, and I was just very, very inspired by his drive and his motivation, and it's really his dedication to helping his community is quite moving and exceptional. I hope you guys see that when the actual comic relief video is made and released in March. That's probably going to be it for my first vlog from Tanzania. There will be another one which will go up probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, from the next 2 days, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's always a funny one with these trips because you never know quite how they're going to make you feel. Obviously a lot of the stories that you hear are exceptionally sad, but it's also really moving and inspiring to kind of hear people's positive stories and how Leonard was actually changing the way people in his community were reacting to malaria and the way they were fighting it, and he's really encouraging change in the attitude in his village, and it's really quite inspiring to see. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I've got a few other people to meet and a few more bits to shoot for both this and for the comic relief film, so I'm looking forward to that, and I will see you in the morning. Night guys.